4-color energy. We still have a little counter magic, but like we're smaller. We don't have the gear hulks. Um, Still have a lot of interaction in the early turns, and we still have our powerful spells in Vraska, Scarab, Gonti, and Whirler. But overall, it's just a leaner build of the deck, and I've not actually tried this build of the deck yet, which it's kind of surprising considering how often I've said I wanted to try this build. About the only note I would make is I'm really disappointed there's not 4 negates in the sideboard because I think negates are extremely overpowered at the moment. I actually think Vraska's very good at the moment as well, and I wouldn't hate a third one in the deck. But I'm looking pretty forward to trying this deck. I like the fact that it's got like 9 2-mana removal spells plus an Essence Scatter, which is almost one. And then we have like the 3 Vraska's Contempts and the 2 Vraska's Relic Seekers to try to bridge the later portion of the game. I'm a little worried about red decks and Bristling Hydras, but overall, I think this build looks pretty decent, and I'm pretty excited to try it. And you guys will have to apologize if my throat sounds really weird today. It's like been single digit temperatures and teen temperatures here lately, and I've had to be out in the cold a lot, so I am, of course, a little sick at the moment. I'll try to hit the mute button anytime I need to clear my throat or take a drink or anything, but I can't promise I'll always get to it because, well, it's easy to forget. And we start off today on the draw, which is something we wasn't really doing yesterday. We won a lot of dice rolls yesterday. I really like the look of this hand. The mana's a smidge awkward because we have like 2 lands that are going to need to come into play tapped at various points. But we'll be fine. That's some kind of blue deck to begin with. That's not a good sign for our very removal heavy hand. It seems like every time I get a removal heavy hand, we get some deck that the removal is not very good versus. And every time that I need the removal, I seem to just not draw any. It's kind of crazy. But having 3 potentially dead cards in our opening hand is never good. I should have started with the Drowned Catacomb this turn. It was a pretty large play mistake because if I drew a Glint Siphoner, I would want to play it on the following turn. Oh, okay, nice. He just started with the island. He's like Sultai or something. Alright, so not punished for my mistake, which is always a wonderful feeling. Start with this one, and he could have Blossoming Defense or something, so just go ahead and use it now. I love it when I don't get punished. I have a bit of a headache today as well. Rogue Refiner. Very likely we'll be casting our Rogue Refiner to go with it. Bonus playing a smidge slow. That's a nice little pickup. Easy block here. No Vizier, or we only have 2 Viziers in our sideboard. Where like most builds have some main and some side. We have no main and some side. Or 2 side. This card's going to be difficult. Huh. So we'll take a forest. No, I don't really want a forest. Let's take a random black, I guess. Red, blue. This thing. So he can turn his guy into a 5 right now. And we can only block 4, so we have to take the damage. If we get this Vraska's Relic Seeker down, maybe it can do a good job blocking. Not dropping any frames, so it's not me making the game slow. Probably just going to take a minimum of this first hit. I might take more than that. It's probably reasonable just to block as well, considering he could draw Walking Ballista later, and we might not get a chance to block later. I think I like blocking now while we guaranteed can. Well, not guaranteed can. I mean, he could have, like, some Fatal Push friends or something. Not really slept since, like, Monday. I am beat. I'm just sitting here saying, please no opponent, no more Hydru. Alright. Fine with him having that one. We're gonna attack with this guy. Let's start by cycling this, I think. I don't think I want to take extra damage, so... I should have played this pre-combat. This was a mistake. Because now if he has a Fatal Push, we don't get the other blocker. And I don't want to use Lightning Harness because he could have, well, Fatal Push and or Blossoming Defense and, like, really get us here. Yeah, it wasn't a great play by me, though. I played the Effort Hub over the swamp that we showed him because if for some reason we have to harness lightning the Rogue Refiner this turn, we would still be able to net a Thopter. Yeah, sweet. Looks like no Fatal Push. There's 6 cards in hand, but missed a land drop. I wonder what they have. think I'll just take this 4. A little bit different than last time because I do plan to attack this time with the Thopters. Oh wow, he's that deck. Well, we didn't expect that, and that actually changes things quite a bit here. It's pretty easy for him to protect that thing now. And feel like we're just dead now. Oh, that was such a mistake. I shouldn't have got that extra energy. If I had messed up, I'd still be able to do 5 to this. Well, it looks like it's not going to matter, but it sure could have. Guess I'm going to attack with what we can. I'm going to leave one Thopter back to block now because I'm worried about blossoming defenses. Also going to leave a Thopter activation back just in case he has like a fatal push or something. Could be another Pummeler. If it is, we're just going to hope that he doesn't have another blossoming defense. If he does, we're in serious trouble. That's what we call problem o'clock. So larger than life and the game's just over. We had 2 blossoming defenses in this top 15 cards, so that'll pretty much kill you. So what do we want versus them? I don't really think we have much. Could bring in a couple of negates and a couple of these, but that's about it. Don't want these. Just don't want any of this stuff. I guess we'll take out some of the slower removal spells. Just gonna take out these as well. I don't know what the last card I'm gonna bring in is. Sure. His deck was terrible, but murdered GPG and cycling decks. Fair enough. What was he using that was so different? 2 main deck Forsake the Worldly, Bindings, and Castouts. Huh. It's kind of interesting. Not been the biggest fan of Forsake the World, and a Gearhulk main. Huh. It's definitely different. Well, we'll definitely play first. And this hand's much better than the hand we just had. I'm actually going to have to play the Cannon Slough. Cannon Kadaf. I didn't even like the one that I tried in my sideboards. I think one of the first builds I saw had a couple Forsakes in it, but they never did impress me very much. Just go with this guy next. It's a pretty decent little attacker, and we have a lightning harness we can use next turn. Like harness and duress or something. Well, I would much rather Fatal Push, so... Fatal Push. We'll go ahead and duress this turn as well. See what our opponent's cooking with. That's hilarious. Spyglass has overperformed for me, but bringing it in the mirror is not something I think I would want to do. Ever. I'm not dropping that many frames, so I still think it's on him. So he has a Pummeler, a defense, a larger than life, and a Attune with Effort. So we'll take the defense because we have a Harness Lightning for the other thing. Just start drawing cards, which is nice. So we see an Attune. Oftentimes you'll duress them and they'll immediately draw that same card back. So we're going to hope this isn't one of those combs. Easily draw our card. We'll play you so we can play you. So we have to draw a card next turn as well. Providing we're not somehow dead. So he did not play the Pummeler. We'll draw our card. Hey Dumbo, what's up, man? Hope you're having a good evening. Go ahead and smash this. Play this and do the attack. Holding up Lightning Harness for a Pummeler, and if he does have a Blossoming Defense, we can untap him for Raskus. Long story short, lots of good things going on for us at the moment. If he's just attacking, we'll take 2. Oh, he's not even attacking. Well, that's probably about all she wrote if he's not attacking. Start off with attacking both. I think I'm just going to play both of my creatures instead of my Vraska. Actually, I may just play one creature, that way we can still at least hold up the Harness Lightning. Just feel really, really far ahead. I think the only way that he'd be able to stay in the game is if he draws like multiple ways to protect the Electrostatic Pummeler. So we're just not going to give him multiple ways. A 20-hour trip. That's not what I call fun, my friend. And now I'm not worried about the Pummeler because he's going to die before he can get any real advantage off of it. Neo, I've not read all the spoilers yet, so I'd have to say no at the moment, but, you know, I've not read everything. I do really like the blue Elder Dino. Like, it makes me smile a pretty good amount. Where'd you go, or is it none of my business? I really like the blue one. Huh. Alright, so he didn't block and then he scooped, which I find odd. Game 3, I don't think I want to change anything from the play to the draw. Maybe the Vraska's Contempts are actually okay. It might be better than this guy. Kind of want this guy though, because it feels to me like he can just maybe potentially block a Bristling Hydra for a long time, or let us know a Cartouche. I don't think I want you on the draw. Alright, we'll try this. We'll try this. Went to visit parents in California. Fair. I like the idea that I can, like, put him in my Drakehaven deck and discard him to, like, a Farming Market or an Azcanta or something of that nature. And then, like, dump 3 lands to get him in play and get 3 Drakes. Like, that might be more cute than good, but, like, it really makes me smile. Then there was a... What do you call it? What's called Twilight Prophet today. 4 mana, 2/4 flyer with Ascend. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have the City's Blessing, reveal the top card of your library and put it in your hand. Each opponent loses X life and you gain X life equal to its converted mana cost. Like, I don't know if you'll ever be able to get it Ascend in a little Vampire deck, or like how you would play this 2/4, but like, that's a pretty pretty insane effect. Wait, you can only use it from the graveyard, right? Mystic Mythic Spoiler. I thought it was only his graveyard. Maybe that card doesn't do nearly what I think it does. The card's actually kind of odd if it doesn't do that. Oh, wow. Okay, that blue card's much worse than I thought it was. And I need to learn to read. Yeah, that blue card's much worse than I thought it was. We have to mulligan even though we have infinite removal. I guess we'll keep, but this hand's obviously about as bad as they come. I don't like our odds this game. It's looking kind of bad. I think it seems okay, Dumbo. Like, it's not great, but it's not terrible. Yeah, that card's so much worse than I thought it was. I'm actually disappointed now. I'm highly disappointed now. Another land's exactly what I want. Just exactly what I want. Hey, Sean, what's up, man? Still feel like I have to fatal push anything he plays here. That was a great pickup. Probably the best pickup in the deck. The blue-white, Walking Sphinx of Revelation's a neat card as well. A lot of, like, the aggressive pirates and aggressive merfolk are good, but I don't know how much we'll get to see of them prior to Kaladesh rotating. Feel like it's going to be kind of hard to make them work till then. This is just a pummeler. We're in deep doo-doo. We do have, like, a lot of removal, but... like, really need to draw one? Well, that's not one. Might as well cycle you. Might hit a tune or a fatal push. Not that the fatal push would do anything, but I think probably as long as the energy's still around. But there's still more of the spoiler left to spoil, and energy's going to rotate at some point, and we're going to want all these cards, right? I don't know why I played this one. Blooming Marsh might have been a little bit better play. Yeah, well, at least seeing is not blocking. That doesn't help too much. That doesn't help too much. Probably going to cast a Whirler Virtuoso to at least make sure he needs the trample thing. I don't think it's worth casting Vraska's Contempt. It's just too easy for him to have a Blossoming Defense and Time Walk our entire turn here. My excitement level, probably a 2 or a 3. I just think Kaladesh is really, really good. So, my excitement level is not particularly high. Hopefully that'll change when we see more cards, especially if, like, vampires or pirates is playable. I would love to see that. Kind of weird that it gave me priority to my own spell. Any one of these turns, we could just be dead. Alright, well, not dead yet. Always a good sign when we're not dead yet. Go ahead and use this now. I don't know the names of the cards, Vladimus. I probably saw it, but I don't know the names. So you use the protection spell on that. It's not bad. So that's double activation now. So you can make it a 20. You can survive a 20. No, well, we can't let him get more energy, so we're definitely going to just block it with a Whirl of Virtuoso here, which means we don't get to draw a card, which sucks badly, but... 4-3. Yeah, it could. I've always liked the Phoenixes that they've made. I've always thought the Phoenixes that they made were pretty good. Removal spell would be nice. That's not a removal spell. Guess I showed him this one, right? No, we want to draw cards, so... Ooh, Vraska could do something. Yeah, I saw that card. That card's going to be interesting. I wonder how easy it's going to be to get a Send versus a deck like that. Alright, so Larger Than Life officially kills us now? Is that right? Yeah, Larger Than Life officially kills us now. Because he can give that guy 7. So it makes it an 8, 8 and a 16, 16 and a 32. So we're just dead if he has a Larger Than Life. We only drew 2 removal spells, though, in our top 18 cards, so... Oh, sweet, no Larger Than Life. Definitely going to block the crap out of this thing. Don't care if he's got some way to protect this. I want him to use this energy. So I'm, like, trying to encourage it. Use the Blossoming Defense, so that's just great. And he's going to save this guy too? Oh my gosh. So we got his Blossoming Defense and we got his energy. That's just wonderful. Alright, well I'm going to play this thing. And start off by trying to kill the Pummeler. Still the card I'm most afraid of in this spot. Could have held the mana, that way I could have used the Scarab next turn, but I don't feel like we need to. I feel like we're kind of far ahead right now. Yeah, Haz is really, really good. It's gonna really, really affects what people can play. If he doesn't add anything else to the board, I think I'm willing to block the Longtusk Cub with like a Virtuoso, a Glint. Maybe not. Maybe I just draw 2 cards and protect the Chandra or the Vraska. I like the idea of just drawing 2 cards and protecting Vraska. And then again, I don't really want to throw the World of Virtuoso for 3. Maybe I draw no cards. We're sending everything there, so... Alright, we'll protect it. We just don't get a card this turn, but that's fine. Do we get to clear off most of the board while still having a Vraska? Yeah, Hazoret's the fun police for sure. Alright, well we can do a few different things now. I think I just like killing this guy. Yeah, I'm pretty fine with just killing this guy. I don't see us really losing if this resolves. We get too many triggers a turn now. Feel like we pretty much have to hit something. Can almost combo kill him. Opponent says GG, we'll say GG. It was a pretty fun game. Got real lucky that opponent didn't have Blossoming Defense, because he could have killed us a few different times there if he just had it in his hand. Well, I guess technically just a once, but... we drew a Scarab and we won a game. Who would have known? Hey, Luca. What's up, man? Hope you're having a good day. Let's go peep to Facebook. I need to start advertising again, by the way. If the 10 of you don't know who I am, I'm Searsist, and I try to stream every single day. Almost always standard. Also, there's links down below the stream to both my Twitter, where you can see every time we go live, all the deck lists we play, random thoughts and messages on stuff, and our YouTube channel, where we post all of our old streams. And keep in mind, you know, you should follow the YouTube too. But if you're already watching from the YouTube, you know, the deck list, the links to the Twitch and the Twitter are all in the description. We'll keep this hand. It's pretty good. We'll get a mountain with our first Attune. So I guess we'll play this one first. We It does have 2 Supreme Wills in the main deck, so it's like not completely void of counterspells. Uh-oh, mono red. This hand's not great versus mono red, of course. I think I'm actually going to play the Everhub here. Turn 4, we'll be able to play our Whirler Virtuoso and a Botanical Sanctum anyway. But getting the hub in play gets us the guaranteed first 1-1 off the Whirler Virtuoso. Which he doesn't seem to have a hand that's particularly... Oh, good lord. And we get severely punished for our wonderful decision. Edge is basically mostly energy decks and these red deck win decks, and occasionally a you occasionally see one of the Glacial Fortress decks pop up. Well, this is kind of a bad sign for us. Alright, well that's actually kind of nice. Had to play off curve a little bit here, which was really bad, but now we've got access to our 1/1s again. It's currently crushing us pretty good. I don't think I'm going to bother to block either of these. It's just too easy for him to have a shock. He's got a shock, we're just willing to go down to 8. And just try to lock up the board on all the additional turns. And he did in fact have a shock. So I'm glad we played around that. Alright. Well, that was a good one. Gives us a nice chance. Unless he's got double removal spell. And it doesn't appear that he does. I think it's safe to say that we're going to be bringing back this turn, so we'll go ahead and get the extra point of damage. Well, I guess technically loss of life or whatever, but... so they are fatal pushes in the deck, but there's no 1 mana red spell, so I think it's safe to do this. Do I want that? Yeah, I'm fine with getting that. Kinda need to get the 8 mana anyway. Do we attack? So if we attack, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers, and yes, 4 attackers. I think we have to attack. We gotta try start getting the game over with. Hazoret and Chandra are the only 2 things I'm super scared of right now, but Uncropper is a pretty good one. Doesn't change a whole lot though. I'll take like 1 damage this turn and throw away some tokens or whatever. Oh, I guess we're not even going to take 1 damage this turn, are we? I guess we'll still take the 1 damage. opponent's playing some less than common cards. And we're going to buy back this guy. I think that was a pretty loose attack by our opponent. I should have left this probably untapped. We'll look for some kind of removal spell here. We instantly hit one. So top bottom, draw the Fatal Push. So we have 2 blockers now. So sorry, we're going to have 3 blockers plus a Fatal Push now, so we'll just attack with both. He has to at least chump block 1. Looks like we're going to steal game 1. Which is really nice, because game 1's pretty hard to beat. Were we on to play or to draw? I don't remember. We were on to play. Alright, nice. We have a lot of sideboard cards in our build this time. We've got Deathgorge Scavengers, we have some Chandra's Defeats. So we have quite a few more sideboard cards than we normally would have. On a personal level, I don't like Supreme Will in this match. I think Essence Scatter is okay, but it's not great. Normally I would sideboard out the Vraska's Relic Seekers, but Steve Rubin was pretty adamant about how good they were. I'm not really sure what we sideboard out then. I guess we just sideboard out Glint Siphoners. Glints don't really do much here. They chump block at best. Do I want an Essence Scatter or a Glint? I think I would rather have an Essence Scatter. So we'll just run it like this. I don't really want the negates. Don't really want the Viziers. Not having a Confiscation Coup sucks, but we do have 3 Vraska's Contempts. He mulliganed, we also have to mulligan. This hand's keepable. It's not the best hand I've ever saw, but we do have a removal spell into a 3-drop. We have to put Helm on bottom. So we do have a 2/3/4. A pretty good mana as well. Just control matches, I assume. Maybe some of the grindier matches. The ultimate on it's really, really good for like mirrors and things. Just play this one. Hold up the Braid in case he's got a Cropper or something. We'll just take the 1 damage if he doesn't have anything nice. Alright, well we're definitely going to kill that. And we drew another Whirler Virtuoso. Hopefully our opponent does not have a Chandra's Defeat. Since we only have 3 red cards in our deck, I would be a little remiss to lose to Chandra's Defeat. I'd probably get salty if he'd Chandra's defeated us. Don't care a whole lot about that one. I mean, obviously it's a good card, but... Hey, we drew another Scarab. So we've got a Vraska's Contempt for any bigger play that he has this turn, and a Scarab on the next turn. Pretty nice. It's kind of odd. He could have done just another damage to us, but... Just realized that I probably shouldn't have made that token. because of the Scarab. We didn't have the Scarab in our hand when we made that decision, did we? Didn't we draw the Scarab after that? It's a pretty good card either way. Was this in my hand when I made the Thopter? He can't attack. Okay. Thank God. Got a pretty good chance to draw a blue mana at some point too. Or draw another way to get energy. That's not it. No, I don't think we're going to attack when he's got 5 power on the table as well. There we go. There's the game breaker. Go ahead and start with this, this, and this. Bring out this. Go ahead and get this thing back because I'm lazy and I want to press F6. Then I'm going to attack with this. If he wants to double block, that's fine. Like, he's not going to win double blocking. I would trade the Whirler Virtuoso straight up for the Kenra if he wanted. He apparently does not want. I want to draw a lot of lands this game. Deathgorge Scavenger, probably not. There's no creatures in our graveyard anyway. Go ahead and get the blue. Play a blue. And Kamikaze. So he's wanting to kill the Scarab forever. Just fine with me. His life total's so low that I'm pretty fine with this. I would be less fine with it if his life total was higher. Goodbye, my guy. He's at 8 life, which is the main reason I accept this. Really hard for him to find a way to beat us now. Go ahead and get us another 2/2. So now he doesn't even have good blocks. Attack with the team. He can't even double block this guy, so he has to at least take the 2 in the air. Probably trades this for this and prevents 4. I still don't know how he really comes back from this. I guess he could have Glorybringer. Glorybringer would do something, right? Oh, well, that's just game. We killed a Soulscar and attack. Alright, 2-0. We got 3 rounds to try to hit a pity chest. Acquire a Reno, a pity chest a Reno. I didn't expect to beat Red Deck wins 2-0. Especially if the draw we had game 1. Obviously, he had a bad draw that game. He got very flooded. And we had a very good mulligan. Game one, he had a pretty good draw. I didn't really expect to win like that. I like this deck. It feels pretty good. I still think the Supreme Wheels are a little awkward. I think I would rather have like another Essence Scatter and another Whirler Virtuoso, or like an Essence Scatter and a Harness Lightning. And then I'd like to work 2 negates in the sideboard. Or maybe even like an Essence Scatter and a 3rd Vraska, or maybe like, I don't know, maybe a 3rd Scarab God and a 3rd Vraska. But in general, like, I don't like Supreme Will in these matches. I never have. feel like the turn 3 is so important from both decks that you just never really have time to use them. Doomfall is actually surprisingly good. It's performed really well for me as well. And we have a match. Our opponent is 0-0. Coming to take our pity chest. I actually think I'm going to keep this hand. It's obviously really slow, but it's really powerful. Trying to decide whether I'm going to play the Cannon Sleuth or not. That's the important part here. I think I am, because we have both of these that come into play tapped. Maybe I overrate Gonti. Maybe this hand wasn't a keep, but we have, you know, like 10 pretty cheapest interactive spells that we can draw for turn 2, plus the ability to hit a Essence Scatter, so, or sorry, a Glint or whatever. So reverses mono red again? It's a lot of mono red over the last 2 days. I think I would rather play this one just in case he draws like Earthshaker Kenra. It also can block the 2-point side of that. Fair enough. Alright. So hopefully he doesn't have a shock, but even if he does, we get to do this. I think I'm going to play the Gonti this turn because we have double spell we can play next turn. And as Sean said, we get to go Gonti! Ooh, a Hazoret. A Hazoret, a Lightning Strike, and all of its friends. I think we're going to keep the Hazoret. Keeping the Lightning Strike was arguable there, but I actually think our hand's going to empty pretty easily this game. So even if he has a removal spell for either the Whirler Virtuoso or the Gonti, we can at least still block the 2-1. I just realized we don't have energy for this Rogue Refiner. I'm an actual idiot. It's more than once that I've done that today. Well, that changes things. It changes things significantly. I should probably pay attention to these things. Alright, fine. We'll just play it. I think it's better than playing the Braid because there's, you know, a good chance that we can attack with it next turn. Currently 2-0 Glorybringer, and in game 1 versus a red deck. But we played the first Gonti. There's a very good chance he's attacking with the first Gonti, though. Oh, wow. So he's got 2 removal spells for the Hazoret? That's not bad for us. Oh, he doesn't have 2 removal spells for the Hazoret. Do we just take 5? I think we just take 5. Well, that's bad. That's real bad. So now we actually have serious problems. So we're at 10. We have to block this turn. We still have the 3 Vraska's Contempts in our deck. I feel like drawing any of them kind of win here. Can't take the 5, it's just too much. I think I actually have to kill this one. Not real happy about that either. Actually can't cast that either, but we can discard these 2 to deal 4 damage. I don't think I can attack. Yeah, I can't attack. I gotta leave both back to potentially block in case he has a removal spell or something that makes my dudes not block. Well, he doesn't have a removal spell at least. Another Karl Zev's kind of bad for me. Okay, that's a good one. I think I actually have to hit this one though. Because A, I want the energy for this guy, and B, it keeps our Hazoret around to block with. Alright, so we gotta find a Vraska before it's too late. Vraska's Contempt probably locks up the game if we can get it before he finds like a Chandra. Well, that's a good one too, but that one doesn't change a whole lot here. I guess it does change. It changes just a lot, doesn't it? If I tapped my mana better last turn, I could have played the Attune. Huh. One turn to draw Vidal? 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I can't even do that. If I do that, I'm dead too. This is the only thing that doesn't leave me dead on his upkeep. Alright, we're dead. I played that game poorly though. I don't know if being able to make a token there would have changed anything. But I certainly didn't play it very well. Yeah, it wouldn't have changed anything, but it was still a play mistake. Alright, well we're going to bring in these guys and these guys. And we're going to take out these guys and These guys? I don't think I want anything else. I just don't want anything else here. So we got behind that game because of mana issues, but like maybe I shouldn't have made the 1/1 Thopter that turn. That could have been my fault. I feel like we'd have won that game pretty easily if we just had blue mana or I had energy. Can't keep this hand. Yeah, I'll keep this hand on the draw, or with a scry rather, not on the draw. I'll put that on top. This is like obviously a very speculative hand, but I don't really feel like we're going to be winning. I don't really think we're going to be winning if we mulligan to 5. It's just too hard to get the lands in general. Also, actually, just going to play this guy too. I don't really want to use a Fatal Push on a Kenra. I'd rather save it for a Karl Zev. I am very happy to block here. Land us. Nice. I think we'll wait on playing the Whirler Virtuoso to when we don't take damage. Like, I don't want him just to untap and kill it and us not be able to get our Thopter without taking 2. So we at least get to get the Thopter now, without taking any damage. We need to draw an untapped land for this Vraska's Contempt. We really need to draw an untapped land. You can do it, deck. You did not do it, deck. Well, that's bad. So we've had mana trouble both of these games. I am not currently holding chess, no. I don't really want to. I feel like Moto has a bad long-term future. I think MTGO Arena is seriously going to hurt Moto, so like I don't want to invest really anything on Moto currently. Well, but at least we get to use it next turn. Hopefully they don't have a removal spell and we at least get the block. Oh, nice. Does that just mean they have a bunch of Vraskas in their hand? Oh no, they have a Chandra as well? Alright, so we have to get real lucky then. And they've got something they can play. Not sure how we beat all of this. They just have too many things going on now. I guess you're step 1? We're not blocking, so I guess we're attacking. They usually do jump a bit at revamps, but like I really just don't trust Moto anymore. Well, that's disappointing. Guess I'll play this one. But yeah, this game's pretty much over now. Opponent could even kill Scarab God if he feels like it, which I probably would if I was him. Or he could take it up gambling and hit. I don't think I'm able to buy anything back. Certainly not able to buy anything back now. Took him a while to figure that play out. Just literally do not have an out. So no matter what, we're taking 4 damage and 2 from Deshandra. Alright. Alright, well, no 5-0, but we still have 2 more chances to acquire Pity Chest. Feel like I could have played game 1 in a... If I'd made different decisions game 1, I think we would have won. And I'm not saying I made improper decisions. I'm just... I don't really know. Alright, we'll play first. I think this hand's a keep. I have a 2-3-4 again. It's another mono red deck, the 3rd mono red deck in a row. Good God. The 3rd mono red deck in a row. I think we played 4 last night as well. No, we played 3 last night. Well, that one's kind of disappointing. Especially if we don't draw a removal spell, so we're going to have to use our Contempt on it. Which means Hazoret's an issue. Oh, that's a play mistake. Me gaining 2 life was more important than them taking 2 damage. That was a play mistake. I should have Vraska's Contempt in response. Yeah, me gaining 2 life was more important than them taking 1 point of damage. But I'm bad, guys. I am so very bad. Alright, well, we'll play this and take our damage, and hopefully we'll hit a removal spell. Oh, well, we drew another removal spell, but we'll have to kill, like, the Hazoret and or Chandra effect. Could have potentially attacked for 1 there, but I just want all my blockers right now. Red Rover, our kingdom for 1 of our Harness Lightnings and or Braids. Alright, don't care about this card. That card doesn't do anything. The other half of it does something though. I hadn't been getting paired versus mono red much, so this is kind of a bit of a difference, or a bit different. Another rampaging Ferocidon? Good lord. I have to block, unfortunately. Really need to draw one of those removal spells. Again, didn't draw one of those removal spells. So we want that more than the others. Triple rampaging Ferocidon's not easy for us to beat. And he has a Hazoret to go with it. So we basically have to use our Contempt on the Hazoret now. And then he gets value off this. It's going to be real hard for us to beat this. He's got 3 cards and an Earthshaker Kenra as well. It's just a lot of problems that we have right now. We've not really drawn anything particularly good. Punted. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I had F6 pressed, so I didn't get to use my Fatal Push. It's like a game-costing mistake. It's definitely a game-costing mistake. I don't think we were winning this game anyway, but like I took our like 15 or 20% chance of like hitting enough runners and turned it into 0. Even blocking these things don't do a whole lot of good right now. I take 2 damage either way. Yeah, if I just used this last turn, I'd be in a lot better shape. I'd be 4 points higher life right now. Alright. Well, we're dead. I don't think 4 points higher life changes the game, but like I said, I took any shot that we had and threw it out the window. Alright, we're going to sideboard the same way we have been sideboarding. We're going to bring in these 5 cards, and we're going to remove these 5. Yeah, I took any shot we had and just threw it out the window with my poor play. play first. Have to mulligan again. I feel like we're running kind of cold right now. I don't think you can keep a hand that doesn't play anything till turn 4, but I mean, I don't really think I can go to 5 either. This is kind of odd because like I need multiple different colors of land. Guess I'm just not going to attune right now. Maybe I'll draw land and it'll help us make a decision. Alright. Just gonna grab the black mana now because we have a spell for this turn and next turn. And now we wish we had a mountain. Snap block if given the opportunity. I think I still have to play this. Maybe we'll hit a removal spell or something. They sideboarded in Chandra's Defeats. This doesn't include Planeswalkers, does it? It does not. Huh. Which of these are slightly better than? It could go in some of them, but I don't think the new tribal decks look particularly good to me. I think I'd rather have the Chandra's Defeat. It lets us do more in one turn. And it's better in case he has actual Chandra. Another Rampaging Ferostodon. Our opponent just draws infinite Ferostodons. Well, that certainly causes issues. Let's start with this. See if we hit ours. Yes. Yes. No. Alright. Opponent is a big time Magic player. We do have Deathgorge Scavenger still in our deck, so we have some amount of life gain. But any burn spell practically kills us. That practically kills us as well. Let's see which one he attacks. Obviously he's going to attack me though. Oh wow, he's attacking that. I feel like that gives us a chance that we didn't deserve. Based on the gameplay. I have to tap a red mana? Sure. Whatever. I'm gonna save this to cycle. I'm gonna start attacking back, but, you know, we're at 6 life right now, and he's got 2 deserts in play. We could just be dead if he'd attacked us. I don't know why he didn't attack us. That one doesn't do anything. I think I'm willing just to block that with one. Could quad block it, but I'm not concerned with that. Actually, am going to draw a card here. With the Sleuth. Huh? Do I have to chump again? We have to chump again. We have 6 spells in our deck to help us gain life. Sure would be nice to get one. I guess he drew a burn spell. I don't think there's any other way he'd be making this current play if he didn't draw a burn spell. Or I guess he's just going to desert us and desert us again. Alright, we're dead. If he goes for it. Which, I mean, he should obviously go for it. Kind of odd that he'd kill that one. Because that one can't block if he changes his mind. But 6 damage from Desert, so just about finish this game off. Eight damage from Deserts. Alright, we're dead. And now we're down to 1 round for a pity chest. Started off so well. We even 0-2'd our first red deck wins opponent, and then like we're quickly 0-4 versus them. Just not drawing enough of our removal spells. I think we have enough. Like we have 11 when you include Deshandra's defeats post board, and we have the 9 main deck. But they just haven't been enough. We really need the Bristling Hydras and the Cubs and stuff for the red deck wins match. Alright, so playing for a pity chest and snap mulligan as we have no lands. We'll keep it even though I think it's pretty bad. I'll keep that too. Obviously we'll need more lands if we're going to win this game, so keeping a tune doesn't seem terrible. Well, this is a match that we want to play versus. Casually wait to the second main phase to aggravate me. Snap block if given the opportunity. Oh, can't snap block anymore, so we have to take some amount of damage. Always my favorite. So we can make that a 5 right now. He can't save a 5. I'm not going to play around Supreme Will. He's got a Hydra, we're not happy. Obviously has a Hydra. Alright, does that change anything really? Not too darn much. Guess we just pass here. Try to Supreme Will whatever spell he has this turn. Just could have played a Whirl Virtuoso and tried to game block the Hydra too, but willing to take the damage from the Hydra, I think. We can block it later, and we have a Whirl Virtuoso. He waited to his end step. Alright, I don't care about that card too much. I care about their Whirl Virtuoso much more. Maybe I should have got a different color mana last turn. Yeah, because now my Supreme Will is not going to be held up. Yeah, that was bad. Should have got another blue. Yeah, I'm making all sorts of mistakes with the mana. Just all sorts of mistakes with mana this game, or with this deck. Alright, I guess we're going to block both. Ever thought about needing to play 2 blue spells in one turn? Oh, second Bristling Hydra. Sup? Sup, man? Just don't think we're going to beat double Bristling Hydra. Not very well. We've got paired versus 3 red deck wins, and they've just smashed us beyond belief. Like, it's not even been close. Like, the red deck wins decks have just been destroying us. And the Bristling Hydras have been real hard for us to beat from the 2-teamer decks. Currently 2-2, but like, these decks, just the matches haven't been going well. Like, I don't really want to block this, but I feel like I have to. Guess I'm going to play around a removal spell and just block it with everything. Because he can already make it a 6. Just play around a removal spell the best we can. What sucks is he can kill like 3 of my things pretty easily here and then just buy back his Hydra. Because it's a Vizier. It's like we don't even have a good block. I don't think we're going to win the game if we just chump. So we have to give up half of our board, and he still just, you know, has 2 Hydras again. Okay. Doesn't change anything unless he has another removal. Like I said, we have to give up basically our whole board here. Nice. That is a very large stack. I guess I have to counterspell that. I don't know. I guess he can have it. I need to tutor. I need to find something. Like, we need to find a Scarab God to have any chance, I think, over a prolonged game. Or we could just draw that. 4 lands. Well, at least we know we were going to lose the game if we didn't do that. Alright. Well. Sure. Oh really? Another Bristling Hydra. Didn't expect that one. Still has 12 energy too. Gigante! Gigante's a pretty good card here. We'll take a Bristling Hydra. Alright, so we're back in, and when I say back in, I mean we have a chance again. He's got 3 cards in hand, and we're barely breaking even on the board. A Glorybringer something to kill, just to kill this Gonti, and we're pretty SOL'd. His own Scarab God, and we're pretty SOL, of course. Pretty well know what he's going to cast every turn by saying, What's the worst thing he could have for us this turn? That's what he's gonna have. Yeah. So what's good for us? We can draw Vraska's Contempts are good for us. Scarab God's not the end of the world for us. I think we have to take the Contempt. Just can't let him untap with that. It's too much. Kinda wish we hadn't made this Fopter now. Whatever. Guess I probably shouldn't attack with the Fopters at that point. Because like a Confiscation Coup's now really bad for us. Nicobolus. Alright, well, that's game. And maybe it's not game. If he's making plays like that, we have a chance. Draw like another Vraska's Contempt, I guess? You can do it, Deck. That's not another Vraska's Contempt. It's 2 days in a row that our last round opponent's just been on Nicobolus. Sure. I think we still have a chance. We just have to draw Scarab. Let's go ahead and spend his energy. Gigante. Huh. So we played one Supreme Will that had 4 lands in it, and one Gonti that's had 4 lands in it this game. We have no basic lands left in our deck, which is fun. Keep on attacking. Maybe he'll miss 3 or 4 more times. That's a scatter. That's another miss. Scarab yet? That's not Scarab. That's another brick for us as well. Our only hit so far has been Gonti, which found us 4 lands. Kind of odd. Get some more energy from him. I guess that's okay, but some point he's going to hit something with this Nicobolus, and it's going to be great. Didn't show me what he got that time. Oh, he got an Abrade? It didn't tell me that time for some reason. I don't know why it didn't tell me. And he hit a removal spell there, so that's a problem. This is a 2-turn clock, and we still have to keep fighting this. So we have to hit like a Vraska's Contempt to kill this now. And we hit a land, so that's game. It's pretty hard for us to even hit a land. It's maybe not that hard. Yeah. Well, we got crushed. So we want this in this match for sure. We want these in this match for sure. I think I want this. Also think I want these. I definitely don't want these. Definitely want to shave some of these on the draw. Or sorry, on the play. I might want them all on the draw, but I at least want to shave some on the play. Yes, he definitely harnessed lightning to our dude. I think I still want the Essence Scatter as well. Alright, I'll cut in a braid, I guess. Maybe the Nissa's not good enough. The Vital Force, I'm not sure. I feel like the Supreme Wills might be good here too, but I still feel like you're always doing something on turn 3. Alright, we'll keep this hand. We have several double black spells in our deck, so if we get a double black spell, we can't play this on turn 3. We have to get red to play this on turn 3. I think I'm fine with just getting red to be able to play that on turn 3. I really just kind of want to curve and play our 2-drop and our 3-drop. There's some world where he doesn't have a removal spell for this. That's not a world I typically live in, but there is a world. Oh good gosh, we get to draw an extra card. What happy days. I don't know if I'm supposed to play the World of Virtuoso there. Pretty comfortable that we've played it now. That he didn't do anything. Could have played the Effort Hub to get an extra card, and I probably should have, but I'm really worried about our lands coming into play more on curve. Why did he give us an extra card and then do that? Alright, pretty happy we didn't play the hub now.
Sorry about that. Alright. So, opponent had a bad draw, and we're moving into the last round. He brought in Search for Azcanthus, which makes me kind of want an appetite, but it's not good enough for just that. I think I'm going to take out this Nissa Vital Force and actually bring in the Supreme Will on the draw. I think I'm going to take out this Nissa and bring in this on the draw as well. I just want the Supreme... I really want to try to avoid Bristling Hydra on the draw. So I'm going to do everything we can to try to avoid this Bristling Hydra. Oh, wait. Long Tusk Cubs. Shoot. I should have had another removal spell in. But it doesn't matter. We have to mulligan anyway. Alright, we get to keep this hand, but this hand's obviously super bad. Like, it's just terrible, but can't really mulligan, I don't think, past here. It's kind of disappointing. I feel like most of the games that we've lost tonight, we've had a lot of mana issues / not really got to play the games. I'd rather play this one first, that way I have a little better idea of what I want to get with these attunes. Probably just going to get a forest, though. Maybe I should have played it on turn 1, then I could have played this on turn 2 and this. I'm actually going to play this one now. I'm going to go ahead and start casting some of these. We're really far behind. Like, this is just like really bad for us. We got a lot of our powerful spells, but we have no way to bridge to get to them. Have no way to really put things in graveyards right now. The fact that he got a swamp with his first land means he pretty much already has some of his black spells. We don't have any of our removal spells, and like all of that stuff is pretty key. It's kind of weird. Alright. Should have attuned turn 1, but... Looks like our opponent's just going to play Scarab next turn. Yeah, I'll find a way to use it though. Like next turn I can use the Attune and the Whirler Virtuoso, stuff like that. Like finding a chance to use this Attune's not the hardest thing in the world. And like this deck's got double black spells, double blue spells. Like I really just didn't know what I wanted on turn 1. But I think it was wrong. I think how I played it was wrong. I think I'm going to go ahead and get the black now. Really? He's going to negate that even though we've not missed a land drop. That's kind of surprising to me. I negate those, but it's usually if opponents not played a land that turn or something. I'm definitely going to block one of these. I'm not going to block both because we want to save our energy. Another Whirler Virtuoso? That's a pretty hard one to beat. Guess I have to leave the Rogue Refiner back now? Because I don't want him just turning everything sideways? Opponent's gonna have something here. I don't exactly know what it is. We'll just take this too. And hopefully we're gonna be able to use this Vraska's Contempt on something. I just don't think I want to use it yet then. Alright. Uses the mana best, and there's a good chance that I'm going to want to just use like a Vraska's Contempt or a Relic Seeker on the following turn. If he's got a Confiscation Coup or whatever, we already have a Vraska's Contempt for it. If he's just going to use a Harness Lightning on it, that's fine. I no longer really need that one energy, so I'm probably pretty okay with blocking here. He has to have something. He has 4 cards in hand, he's not been playing lands. It was like Whirler Virtuoso mana? Kind of confusing. Alright, so he's going to Harness Lightning us now. Fine with that. Untap land, nice. Let's see if this resolves. He's got a second negate. That's pretty good. We have a second Vraska though, which is pretty nice. We just have our Scarab that comes back as well. That's 7 mana. Okay, it's just another Whirler Virtuoso, but like, those are starting to add up. I'm probably just playing this Vraska's Contempt again and taking it, and hoping he doesn't have a counter spell. Does that change what I play any? I don't think so. There's no creatures in our graveyard, so like I'm not super concerned about trying to play the not super concerned about trying to play the Scarab God when there's not creatures in the graveyard. We'll go ahead and put this in the graveyard though. He's going to be able to kill my Vraska, and I don't care about that because I get to trade a bunch of stuff off for the Scarab God to hopefully take over the game. And like, he's got to attack with the whole team, so I get to kill 2 things this turn. Wow, he's not attacking with the whole team? That's just so shocking that he's not killing the Vraska. That actually shocks me. Exclamation mark deck list dank, and you can see a printed picture of the list, and you can also see a just a list of the cards if you per se don't know what the cards actually do. Kinda wanna play this and this. Scarab God's the most high impact play though. Here, I got it for you. There's the list at the moment. I'll go ahead and play this one too, I think. Gives him a reason to potentially kill that so we don't draw a card. Feel pretty confident now with the 2 Vraska's Contempts in our hand. Alright, and opponent's done, so we have acquired a pity chest at least. So we got a nice little 3-2 on today. We lost to 2 mono red decks, we beat 1 mono red deck, and then we beat the 2 energy decks we got paired versus. Let's go ahead and open our pity chest and see what we're working with. Good luck, team. We've been doing good with our pity chest lately. Not too good on this one. We're down a few bucks. But that's definitely going to do it for me tonight. I'm going to hop off here. I want to thank all of you guys for watching. And let me pull it back up where people can see the list while I'm saying goodbye. Make sure if you liked what you see to click the follow buttons to the link. And you can even follow, oh god, you might hear noise. You can follow the links below the stream to the Twitter and the Twitch. The Twitter and the YouTube. I post every time we go live on Twitter, and I post all of the streams that we do on YouTube. Also, if you're already watching from YouTube and you're interested in any of the links to Twitter, Twitch, or the deck list that we're playing, it's in all of the titles. And who are we going to host today? Looks like we're just going to host Thundermo. He's actually playing Standard. I always try to host a Standard player if I can. Yep. But anyway, we're going to hop off here, and thank you guys so much for following. I got to go call the hospital and stuff, so good luck everybody, and take care.